Alfred's "Some Men Just Want to Watch the World Burn" story has almost nothing to do with the Joker, but it's very funny because it shows how good of a liar the Joker is throughout this film, lying to both Gotham and to the audience. See, I view that scene as not only Alfred misinterpreting the Joker, but Alfred misinterpreting the very story that he is telling. Because Alfred, whether he was British intelligence or a mercenary or whatever at the time, was in Burma working with the local government to bribe tribal leaders to go along with what they were trying to do. He talks about a bandit that is raiding these caravans, carrying the precious stones to those leaders. Alfred never thinks maybe this was a revolutionary who did not want the tribal leaders to be bribed. He says one day he saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine, and he makes the assumption the bandit has been throwing away every single stone that he stole. Where is that assumption coming from? This entire story is built around Alfred's worldview, where he thinks he's entitled to be in Burma doing this work. Maybe the stones were being thrown away, maybe they were being redistributed to the people. Alfred does not know that. He makes an assumption. The point he missed was the entire system was corrupt, and someone did not want those people to be bribed. What this bandit sounds a lot more like Batman at the end of this film, a misunderstood vigilante fighting against corruption, than the Joker. Because the Joker in this film in particular, Chris Nolan and Heath Ledger's Joker, is not some random nutcase. He does not just want to watch the world burn. He has very specific goals. He's literally mocking the audience as he says, "Do I look like a guy with a plan? I'm just a dog chasing cars," all this stuff. But you see what he actually thinks when people call him crazy or a freak. That is what actually pisses him off. See, he also has a massive ego, and he knows he has a very cold and calculated plan. Bank heist, to his assassinations, to his orchestrated capture, to the interaction with Dent at the hospital, to the ferry situation, all of these things require meticulous planning. It's almost comical how everything falls his way. Joker's one of the best manipulators we've ever seen in film, because what he presents himself as is how he wants to be perceived so he can keep doing the stuff he's doing. With Alfred's goofy story, Batman is not in the right headspace to actually see through what is happening, to understand the end goal. Batman is trying to be reactionary, stepping in here, stepping in there to stop all this chaos and these random plans. At the end of the day, and Chris Nolan has talked about this is a movie about the soul of Harvey Dent, with someone pushing and someone pulling, and in the end, the Joker wins. And Batman has to lie. He's not able to defeat the Joker, actually. He lies to the people of Gotham and takes responsibility like a good hero. While the Joker's ferry experiment does not work out, he is right in the end, because it is a lie that the Dent Act is built upon. It is because of the events of this film that we get to The Dark Knight Rises, when the people realize the rot that was at the base of that bill. Nolan shows exactly what the Joker is trying to show you. You can't fix these problems as the White Knight. You will be corrupted by the world. You can fix it as the Dark Knight, someone who's willing to lie, a criminal vigilante. In my opinion, this Joker was a highly trained veteran or intelligence operative that became disillusioned with the world. Very specific plan, very specific goals, spends the entire movie telling you he didn't, and then Alfred brands him as a guy who just wants to watch the world burn.